Hey guys, I'm Doctor McFarland, and I want to address an issue that I found in a previous video that another user kind of keyed me in onto. And it's the fact that depending on which amp you have in your signal chain will determine how many blocks you can actually have in your full signal path. So an issue I had in the previous video was I had a super reverb chosen for my amp, and that has a convolution reverb built into it, which takes up a lot of DSP. And I was not able to add as many reverb blocks as I felt like I wanted to. And you can see now with the Blues Junior and the multiple reverb effects I have already included, I still have a lot more that I could add in. Nothing is really grayed out as far as pedals and stuff like that. There's all the delays are still available. So just keep that in mind when you're building your patches, that depending on which amp that you have chosen will determine how many other effects blocks you can have. So you can see that the Princeton reverb is grayed out, the deluxe reverb, super reverb, twin reverb, all those have the convolution style reverbs built in, and they will take up much more DSP. All the other amps are available. And if you want to go even farther, you could probably just choose a head and a cab and get away with a lot more DSP options as far as building your rigs. So I could go in and let's say I want to choose a Fender Bassman in this point. I can delete this, have a Fender Bassman in here, which works perfectly fine. And it's slightly more distorted than I want, so I can go replace that. Maybe I want to just have a head, and I can do a deluxe reverb amp only, which does not have the reverb and tremolo built in. And then maybe at the end, I can add in a cabinet and do a 1x12 deluxe cabinet. So as of right now, there's really not a readout anywhere that tells you how much DSP that you've actually used. You just kind of have to keep adding stuff until you can see that you can't add any more. But we can tap on a new block. Maybe I want to go in just to the amp heads and add a Friedman. And then I can swap these in and out. Maybe we want to go in and choose a pitch option and then go ahead and add another block. We can see all these other amps are not available. We still have some other options available. Most of our overdrive effects are still available, other than the convolution reverb stuff. Yeah, pretty much everything else is still available at this point. So just experiment with what you have and start adding stuff and just kind of test the limits of what your blocks and signal paths can do. So I do appreciate everyone with your input and all the videos I've seen so far on YouTube. They've been pretty helpful. And so far, this is a really excellent unit. I love the form factor. It sits on a desktop really nice. It sits on the floor at your feet really nice. You can access all the switches just like you need to for a live performance. And it's pretty great. So thanks guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe down below and click the bell for more ToneMaster Pro videos. And stay tuned for a lot more in the very near future. I am Dr. McFarland. I'll see you in the next video. Keep rocking.